I need a minion that makes sense in the cold. Yes. Perfect. Zombie, 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 hey, hey, what's in your head? In your head, zombie, 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 hey, 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 oh, 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 oh. I clap. Thanks for that.
やはり寒々しいな。
So cold and unforgiving.
と、初代皇帝ソルはその光景を前にして言うだろう。およそ800年前、ガレアン人がこの土地にやってきた。
Oh wow. Oh
シリオ
shoot.
山脈以南の土地をめぐり、コルボ人と戦うこと数百年。ついに敗北を喫して追いやられたのだ。彼らは血族と肩を寄せ合いながら、いつ襲い来るとも知れぬ異民族を、世界を睨み続けていた。
Oh wow. That's an interesting aetheryte.
だから選ばれたのだ。
Gotta say,
大国
Graha's
西
best
暦
dressed.
1513年、軍団長となった若きソルによって魔導兵器による革新が始まった。精靈水を用いた機関が生まれたきっかけは何だったのか。
Cerulean.
あるいは内気な一兵卒に過ぎなかったソルがいかにして急速な出世を果たしたのか、真実を知る者はもういないだろう。ただ初めてその体で帝都に立った時の記憶をすくい上げるとするならば、上から眺めた時よりずっと寒々しいなと確かそう思ったのだ。
Yo. Garlemald. Yo, that's so cool. We're here! Everything's happening way too quickly. I'm not level 80 yet.
誰もいないようですね。
90. I'm not level 90 yet. Not 80.
私が知る限り、陸路でガレマルドに入る者はさほど多くなかったにせよ、ここは玄関口として栄えていたはずだが。
ええ、私の知る限りでも、検問所や簡易宿が置かれて、人が絶えず行き交う場所でした。
皆、テンパードにされてしまったのか。
Or they were killed, I assume.
考えるのも大事だけど、とにかく調査拠点を作るべきじゃないかな。
True.
こんなところで野ざらしにされてたら長くは持たないよ。僕たちも保護したテンパードたちもね。
この場所を我々の一時的な拠点とさせてもらおう。速やかに全ての負傷者の手当てを、同時に滞在と調査に向けた準備を整えてほしい。
Awesome.
そいつは受けたまわるが、今後ここを足がかりにするってんなら、ひとまずの呼び名くらいはつけねえと不便だぞ。
Proper name?
では、創設を踏みしめてきた我々らしく、キャンプブロークングラスとしよう。改めて皆、よろしく頼む。
Sorry, I'm feeling rather unwell. Wait, why? Why is she feeling unwell? That... I don't trust it. Our comrades certainly haven't wasted any time establishing a base of operations. It's not only the temperate that need care. A fair few of our own were wounded on Magna Glacies. If only we hadn't needed to defend the supply caravan, a lot more of us could have joined the front line. Between guarding our supplies and keeping an eye on the tempered as they undergo treatment, we're certainly kept busy. Greetings, Second Serpent Lieutenant Doom. If you wish to know aught of the current situation, you've come to the right person. This camp takes its name from the ice covering the ground that cracks whenever you step on it, much like breaking glass. To think that the Garleans made their home in this blasted wasteland all those years ago, not only live, but thrive. It's given me a newfound appreciation for the hardness and determination to survive against the odds. The names were Childa of the Alamegan Resistance. When I was offered a place in the Elsabard contingent, I leapt at the opportunity. If you're wondering why I'd be so eager to aid the people of Garlemald, the reason is simple. Like the rest of Girabania, my hometown, a waypoint oft used by travelers was under occupation. Times were hard, but they could have been a lot worse if not for one particular Imperial. Although his fellow soldiers were quick to dish out a beating, he stood up for the townspeople, without regard for his own reputation and safety. Thanks to him, my family made it to the end of the war more or less unscathed. And this is my way of returning the favor. Virgilia is in our care, along with the rest of the Tempered. Glory to Garlemald, glory to Garlemald. They still whisper in their sleep, even as they writhe in pain. Raubon taught me a lot about military strategy during exercises in the fringes, coordinating units with wildly different capabilities, serving and securing hostile terrain, that sort of thing. Now I have the chance to put his teachings into practice. This is all that remains of Laturum. Homes become empty husks. If this is the state of the outlying villages, I dread to think what has become of the capital. We've asked the Ironworks members and some of our other comrades to stay with the airships. In the event we are discovered, we must be ready to move them swiftly to a safer location. Once everything is in place, we will discuss our next move. The Tempered soldiers are sleeping soundly while they undergo treatment. There are too many to attend to at once. But I and the other healers will see to all eventually. Hell's bells, this place is bloody freezing. Rather be tied to the top mast in a storm than suffer this cold any longer. Anyone what can spare a swig of rum? That'll sort me right out. Shouldn't be long before we have a decent camp. With so many helping hands, I was concerned the snow might hinder our progress. But our Ishgardian friends are used to working in conditions like these. In spite of the obstacles we've faced, our plan proceeds apace. Just a little farther, and we will reach the capital itself. Still, we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. As soon as the camp has been made fit for purpose, we are to discuss a course of action with Lucia. Would you mind asking Ishtala and Graha to join us in that building to the northeast of the camp? Alyssae and I will meet you there. Ishtala's not feeling well. Why? Is she okay? Are you okay, girl? I've never seen her look so timid. A meeting? Yes, I'll make my way over once my head has cleared. In truth, I've been feeling out of sorts since we arrived. The air is thick with a palpable aura of malevolence. 'Tis the monstrous tower on the horizon, jagged, hideous, unholy. Even at this distance, its presence is overwhelming, much like the sensation I felt in the Tower of Zot, only far more terrifying. Aether flows unceasingly towards it, converging into a swirling mass of unfathomable power. For a blessing, the constant chill in the air is helping to anchor my senses in the here and now. Tell the others, I shall be with you in a few moments. Okay. As long as it's just that, and it's not something like Ishtala's getting taken over, or something like that, we're good. You'll be pleased to know, most of the Tempered have been quartered inside the nearby buildings and are receiving treatment as we speak. I do, however, feel no small amount of guilt for commandeering civilian homes. The occupants may be long gone, but everything is exactly as they left it. Considering the length of time that has clearly passed since, one would expect to find them ransacked. Strangely, there are no signs of anything having been stolen. It's possible that everyone fled at the first sign of trouble, though it seems to me they left far too many useful possessions behind. Aye, although there is no conclusive evidence, I strongly suspect they were Tempered. Sorry, I was merely thinking out aloud. You mentioned a meeting. I will make my way there. Thank you for informing the others of our meeting. When everyone is here, we will begin.
さて、我々がこれからすべきことを整理しよう。大目的は2つ。生き残っている帝国民の捜索と保護。そして別物となり果てた魔道場の調査だ。
Wait, hold on. Are we untempering them as well? Because if they're untempering them, won't they just get tempered again because we're so close to the tower? Because unless we have enough of the scales for them to not be tempered, I'll just keep going.
合わせてこの程度で何が起きたのかも確かめたいわ。テロフォロイの企みを見極めるためにもね。
Okay, so we don't really know if this city is under.
であれば、私に一つ心当たりが。実はマグナ・グラキエスで保護した兵士に民衆派の見知った顔があったのです。
Oh shoot.
彼らのテンパード化を治療することができれば、ガレマルドに何が起きたのか、 話を聞けるかもしれません。
Okay.
いいじゃない。その治療、私が引き受けるとしましょう。
Good job, Ishtala.
連れてきたポークシーを私にも貸してもらえて。同志たちと協力しながら進めるわ。
手伝った方がいい？
大丈夫。というより、私の分も他のことを頼みたいの。この重苦しいエーテルになれるまで、キャンプから出るのは控えた方が良さそうだから。
Makes sense.
ああ、治療は進めてくれて構わねえが、ちと問題がある。ここいらの家は整輪期間で暖を取ってるみたいなんだが、それがどうにもうまく動かねえんだ。このままじゃ漏れなく全員氷漬けだぞ。うちの鍛冶師や甲冑師が大急ぎで代わりの品を用意するらしいが。
I mean, we busted a bunch of Magitech, so maybe.
承知した。飛行士たちもそちらに加えて修理と対策を試みよう。
となると残りのメンツで探索になるが、飛空艇とキャンプの防衛にも人を割くべきだろうな。
Yeah, we're in unknown territory.
テンパードと交戦
This
した以
zone
上、
3.
テロフォロイにもこちらの動きは知られているはず。にもかかわらずこの静けさだ。油断させておいて襲うつもりなのか、あるいは
何か別の策略か。
That too, but I think they're worried, based on what Fendaniel said.
よし、ひとまず探索の方は俺が受け持つ。テートへ来たことがあるウリエンジェとエステニアン、それからレジスタンスたちの力も借りたい。
Sounds good. This is Thangrid. No unknown territory. This is Garlemald capital. Well, I mean, they've never been there, so it's unknown territory for a few of us.
こっちにも石膏の経験がある人が何人かいるよ。
助かる。それだけいれば市街地はカバーできそうだ。魔道場跡にも近づけるだけ近づいてみよう。まあ、あとはグラハもこっちでいいか。いざって時はバニッシュを頼む。
Yeah!
サンクレットには必要ないだろうけどな。大役任された。
それじゃあ私たちは防衛の方かしらね。
いや、キコーラとアルフィノ殿には他に頼みたいことがある。
Oh? What are we doing?
この拠点と市街地の間に広がるエブラーナ氷原、そこを見回って生き残りがいないか探してほしいのだ。
Eblan Rhyme. Okay.
闇雲に探すより旅慣れたキコーラの経験則を頼った方が見つけられるのではないかと思ってな。
If there are any survivors, we will surely find them. Extensive travels is something of an understatement, but I suppose if there's nothing else that needs doing. Ice fields! I love ice fields! Oh wait, no I don't. Some of these answers. If there are survivors, we will surely find them.
感謝する。良い結果になることを私も心から願っているよ。では、それぞれの任務を開始してくれ。状況に不可解な点も多い。くれぐれも気をつけてほしい。
There's this odd perception that Ishgardians have lived their own lives in the snow, but it really wasn't that bad before the calamity, and afterwards, well, I was rarely more than a few paces from a raging fire. This dreadful place, on the other hand, is nothing but cold, 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 and it's my understanding that Ilsebard has always been this way. Gods, can you imagine? I've never thought myself much of an explorer, though I suppose my adventures have taken me to all sorts of strange and distant places. With that in mind, traversing an ice field should be a simple feat. Thancred and the other scouts are all equipped with link pearls, that they may communicate with us in case of an emergency. Of course, we would all prefer they not place themselves in danger to begin with, but such is the nature of their work. It was not the Garleans who named this place the Eblan Rhyme, but rather nomadic peoples in times gone by. When my ancestors were forced to migrate here, they refused to accept this land as their new homeland. As such, they made a conscious decision to retain the original name. Though the meaning of Eblan has been lost over the years, it has been theorized that it refers to the harsh conditions here. In much the same way the Magna Glacies was named. One thing, however, is certain: both regions are equally hazardous, so I bid you take all due care. Gods be good! If it's this cold with Tataru's clothing, I dread to think how we'd fare without it. I must remember to thank her when next we meet. It makes me realize, too, that while the people of Garlemald have spent their whole lives in conditions like these, even they'd be hard-pressed to survive away from the warmth of their homes. If there are any survivors, we must find them, and quickly. Amanda Lane is, as usual, milling about aimlessly. Nothing new here. What ho, chums? Been given something to do, have you? As it happens, I too have been ordered to make myself useful. Sounds like a rather tall order. Ahem, since you ask, we're to scour the Eblan Rime for survivors. What? Wander around the ice fields on the off chance you'll find someone? You take forever to finish the job without the benefit of my expertise, or more specifically, my telescope. Come, friends. I know just the spot to begin our search. I'll probably regret this, but we may as well humor him. The few buildings I can see don't appear to be residences. They may still warrant investigation, though. I'm surprised by how many wild beasts there are roaming about the place. Perhaps now the soldiers have gone, they're free to wander and forage as they please. Alright, Amanda Lane. Here we go. I spy with my little telescope a massive sheep thing, or maybe it's a cow. Not what we're after either way. Is that an aether current? No, just a wind sprite. Other than that, it's all snow, snow, snow. But lo! What do I see over the yon hillock? Hillock! There's no mistaking it. That's a girl! Of course you see the girl. If it's a girl, of course you see it. A survivor, show me! Over there, behind the tree. That tree, it looks like she's running away from something, though surely not us. She wouldn't even know we're here unless she had a telescope like mine. All I can tell is that she's wearing a pale green dress, a rather fetching one at that. Amanda Lane being sus. She'll be long gone by the time we get anywhere near, but we should be able to follow her footprints. I'll let Lucia know where you're heading. Oh, and take these warming tinctures with you. The poor girl must be chilled to the bone, if not on the verge of freezing to death. That's actually very thoughtful, thank you. But won't you need some for yourself? No, I'll be fine. As a man of chivalry, my honor demands I do no less. Unless we forget the very reason we are here is to protect those in need. Now go, and Godspeed. Footprints in the snow. I love the piano. I was not expecting so much piano in this X-Pack, and I really like it. Trail of fresh footprints leads east. These footprints appear to be the same as those you saw previously, and they lead towards the building. Yo, I would have loved to see how Garlemald thrived, or this area thrived before all this happened. According to the label here, this place was used by those involved with extracting ceruleum. We're getting closer, I'm sure of it. At first we thought she'd gone inside the building, but the door doesn't look to have been opened in some time. She might still be nearby, so we keep looking around here. Then again, is it also possible that she ran right past this place? Would you mind searching up ahead? Of course, I don't mind. Where's this girl? In the green dress. In the middle of nowhere. The girl in the green dress anxiously surveys her surroundings. Were you to call out to her from this distance, it might attract wild beasts to your location. It would be safer to get closer first, but you must do so without drawing her attention. Oh, without drawing her attention. I have to be stealthy like Thancred. Follow the girl from a safe distance. The objective will end in failure if you are noticed. Make use of covers, such as rocks, to approach her without being seen. Similarly, the objective will also end in failure if you fall too far behind. Okay, gotta follow the girl in... Oh, I like that there's like an arrow now. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to be hiding. So I'm hiding behind those rocks. Those really inconspicuous rocks. Why is she running, though? Is she gonna... Pant. She gotta look behind her? She's gotta look behind her, isn't she? Yep, thought so. They are amazing. So far, so good. Yeah, gotta be incognitus. Okay. We fall. Where do I hide? Tree? Do I hide in tree? Hide behind tree? I feel like I'm too close to her. Hide behind tree. Tree hidden. Hidden behind tree. someone there? Nope. Just me and my chocobo. Come on, French fry. French fry, hide. I must be imagining things. You're someone's crafting over there. Just a crafter. Just someone who's crafting. Okay. Oh, wait. She runs far. She runs fast. Girl, where are you going? In that cute green dress. Okay, I'm assuming that I have to hide behind this. Better catch my breath. You don't see me. You don't see me. Just my imagination. How you been, Mr. Bubbles? I hope you had a good weekend. Okay, she just walking. We're just casually walking too, okay? No, nothing sus. Okay, I'm gonna stay right here, because I feel like she's gonna hope my luck holds. Yeah, that's just a random snow chocobo. It's a random snowcobo. Oh, just a little farther. Is she gonna turn around? Don't turn around, don't turn around, don't turn around. Who are you? Stay away! No! No! Where was I supposed to hide? Oh, here. Damn it! I guess I have to go. Okay. This is it. The final stretch, I think is what she's gonna say. Oh, great. Is she gonna turn around? I don't even know if she's gonna turn around. Oh boy, she's going too far. She's going too far. Oh, okay, good. Phew, still in one piece. Approach the girl in green. Who are you? Can I have a look at your face? Oh, she pretty. Hey, girl. Yeah, new ZorDon waifu. Who are you? Stay back. The house is packed with explosives. Take another step and I'll blow this place sky high. Chill. Please, we just want to talk. Oh, they followed. I'm Alfino. This is my sister Lissay, and our good friend Zordia. We have no intention of hurting or taking anything from you or anyone else. I give you my word. We and our comrades have come to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. Aid? You savages are the ones responsible for all of this. You did this to us. Oh, we didn't, I promise you. One of the other reasons we came was to find out what happened here, in fact. The Telephoroi are the ones to blame. They're the ones who laid waste to Garlemald, and they won't stop until they destroy the entire world. They're the enemy, our enemy. On our way, we encountered Imperial soldiers who had been made their thralls. Those poor souls are now in our care, and we are striving to cure them of their affliction. You're the first person we've met who wasn't already enslaved. How were you able to escape the Teleforoi's influence? Are there any others like you? I'm sorry, I don't mean to overwhelm you. Let's start with introductions. Can you tell me your name? My name's Licinia. As for now, I've managed to stay sane. I've been asking myself the same question. This music. Not creepy at all. Ever since that night, and the roar, that terrible roar. And then the screams. I was screaming too, I think. Not sure, I can't remember. Then came the silence. Everything was still. This is creepy AF. It was like waking up from a nightmare. I thought that maybe the fighting had stopped, so I stepped outside. If your hells are real, I saw one that day. I ran past friends, people I'd known all my life. Eyes vacant, dead, staring at the sky. She probably has the echo. Others were mad and violent. I saw them struggle with soldiers, but didn't stay to watch. I fled as far as my legs would take me. Huh, music stopped. Do you have family here? Is this their home? No, this is Victor's Spoils, a mansion for retired soldiers, or it was. But now me and a few others are, borrowing it. As for the explosives, I was making that up. I just wanted to keep everyone else safe, and I didn't know if you were... The truth is, our supplies are running low. You said you're here to help, can you? Of course, whatever assistance we could provide, we will. Thank you. I'd better tell the others first, though. Wait here. This is everyone.
Do they all have the echo, maybe?
Licinia says you can be trusted, but these are desperate times. We'd be fools to let foreign troops into our home. Having said that, were you to provide us with the means of heating the place, as a sign of goodwill, perhaps we could take you at your word. If that is too much to ask, then leave us be. Time to put my firewood gathering skills to use. Could you provide the spark with a little magic, Alice? We'll have a fire burning in no time. May we build it under the gazebo? The what? Oh, you mean the bower. Yes. Yes, do as you will.
Does she trust us? Is she sus? Is she sus? I don't trust her. I don't trust her. I don't trust this. But we noticed. We noticed her being sus. Why is the music that you're listening to on your radio so ominous?
Early signs of frostbite. This must be treated quickly. I can feel my fingers again. All's well with food in my belly and a song in my heart. What they need most is a decent meal. We have food back at the camp, but there's the distance to consider.
I don't know if I trust this girl.
Sorry, I'm still finding it hard to come to terms with all that's happened. Now that you're here, though, I'm hoping things might change for the better. You know, I've worked up quite a sweat from all that running about, so I'll leave space around the fire for the others. As you can tell, they're in a far worse state than me. We were planning to look for somewhere warmer with more food, but they're not going anywhere until we nurse them back to health, which I don't know how to do. Is there anything you can do to help them? I can treat their frostbite and their wounds, but it will take time for the fire to do its work. Now would be a good occasion to make use of Amanda Lane's tinctures, the ones that can warm the body from the inside out. Would you make sure everyone gets one? The numbness is beginning to subside, though I suspect once the fire dies, it will return with a vengeance.
Here's the warming tincture.
Warming tincture? I've never heard of such a thing. No harm in trying. But tell me, have you heard aught of the city? Though calling it that seems absurd after what's happened. It's nothing but ruins now. The few buildings still standing offer no more than meager protection from the wind and snow. Food production, water purification, the magitech that sustained us has come to a grinding halt. What machina that remains operational cannot be run for lack of ceruleum. Of course, Cerulia Engines is full of the stuff. For all the good it does us, no one here knows the first thing about extraction or refinement. All is well. Yes, never better.
Here is a warming tincture for you.
Oh, what sweet libation is this? Is it poison by any chance? 'Twas a joke, a joke! If I laugh, 'tis that I may not weep. So said the poet, and alas, my tears would freeze on my cheek ere they fall. We are the blessed damned to bear witness to the fall of the great empire while our brethren lie dead, or live on as puppets of flesh. First came the war, then came the war.
Mr. Bubbles! Thank you for the 750 minis! This is really long. But yes, you can redeem that for 750 minis.
First came the war, then came the roar. When morning came, Garlemald was no more. In a cacophony of gunfire, explosions, and screams was our beloved capital razed to the ground. From the rubble rose the disheveled remnants, their lavish finery caked in ash as they shuffled mindlessly toward the palace, each bearing a fragment of stone or metal, an offering perhaps to the architect of our destruction. A hopeful few tried to reason with the deranged, only to be beaten for their kindness. But I knew better than to plead with the horde. I fled with my health, if not my conscience, preserved. Now I wait with my fellow cowards for our final judgment.
Damn.
What do you want?
A warming tincture? Would you like one? Would you like to get warm, my dude?
Huh? A tincture? May as well drink it, I suppose.
And then he falls to the ground and dies.
This, it's a radio. You don't have them where you come from, I take it? We use them to listen to messages sent by others. I mean, over great distances. Yeah, we got link pearls. There are different types, but this model is by far the most popular, made with quality components crafted with the finest ore. Sourced from Locus Amonis. Among Us. Locus Among Us it is. Not all that useful since the capital fell into ruin. The people at the broadcasting station must have either fled or ended up like the others. Because all we've been hearing is the same music being played over and over again.
Are we going to the radio station?
Home beyond the horizon, an ode to the bravest men and women sent to reclaim our ancestral homeland of Locus Amonis. We may have founded an empire on these frozen wastes, but we always hoped to take back what was once ours. 'Tis a solemn reminder that though we must suffer great hardship, better days will surely come.
Damn. There's lore behind this song.
Despite everything, I believe that Emperor Varys yet lives, and that he speaks to us through our radios.
I think you're crazy.
'Twas a cunning strategy faking his murder. He must have foreseen this catastrophe and chosen to conceal himself, that he may one day make his triumphant return.
There are people who still believe Varys is alive.
Yes, I'm sure of it. Emperor Varys would not be defeated so easily. What's that?
It'll make you warm and fuzzy. And obey my every will. No, I'm just kidding.
So this is what you give the others? Thank you, I'll save it for later. Actually, I have a few things to ask you.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Are you part of the group staying in Laturum? I saw Legatus Virgilia's troop heading toward the Magna Glacies a few days ago. Are they the ones you encountered? Camp Broken Glass, you call it, and Virgilia and her men are all there now. So how did you reach the Magna Glacies? Did you cross the mountains on foot? Airships? Then there might be a way to... Licinia, where is everyone?
Huh?
Is something the matter?
Oh, this girl crazy. This girl got crazy eyes. She crazy. Look, do you see them? Do you look at that face? That mistrusting face? Don't trust it. I don't trust it.
A voice, you say? You must be imagining things. Everyone's out here. Without the soldiers to scare them off, wild animals have been roaming closer to the settlements. Some have been known to attack people, too.
What the frickin' heck is going on?
I've just an idea. If you and yours are strong enough to defeat a Legatus, then surely a few beasts shouldn't pose a threat. If you've a mind to continue helping us, perhaps you could head to the other side of the lake. There's a small group of tappers living there, people whose job was to extract ceruleum. They still do, from what we can tell. I've already tried asking if they would share their fuel with us, but they're not willing to give it away. They want food in exchange, lots of food, and that's something we don't have and can't get on our own. On top of that, to even reach their den, we'd have to make our way past all those creatures. Would you be willing to go in our place? We only need enough ceruleum to last until the others are strong enough to travel to your camp. If the offer still stands, that is. Oh, I don't expect you to give up your own supplies, but there might be another way to pay the tappers.
If it's ceruleum you need, the ceruleum you shall have. You'd best watch out for baby almasties while we're away.
Yes, of course. If I see any, I'll be sure to shoo them away. To reach Tapper's Den, you'll have to cross the lake. The ice is thick enough to support a person's weight, but if you'd rather not take the risk, you'll need to take the long way round.
Are they cannibals? Is she cannibalizing people?
Finding the entrance can be a bit tricky too, so it's easier to just look for someone standing guard outside. However you decide to head there, please be careful.
Wait, I'm leaving Alfie and Alice here? I don't want to leave them here. I need to be with the twins, need to come with me.
If there's something that can be said of Lord Mandelaine, he's not one to leave others at the mercy of the cold. Of course, being a man of Corthus, I'm sure he is more aware than most of its dangers, but I sense that is not the only reason. Ever since the warm welcome we received at Camp Dragonhead, the hospitality he and his brother have afforded us has been nothing short of exemplary. Perhaps they aspire to live up to the example set by Lord Edmond.
Well, there are people here.
Who goes there? How did you find us? What do you mean I stand out like a sore thumb? The purebloods over at Victor's Spoils hadn't given away our location, you'd have never found us. Those stuck-up arseholes thought they could come waltzing in in here demanding ceruleum with nothing to offer in return. Ha! Looks like the boot's on the other foot and now the capital's gone to shite. So they've resorted to sending you to negotiate. I know your game, Sellsword. If they think we've given into intimidation, they've got another thing coming. Oh. I didn't want to fight you guys. But if you so desire death, I will give you sweet, sweet death. No, please. Consider me intimidated. Am I dead yet? Look at how cool I look! Look frickin' dope, man! Look at me! Look at me in all my glory. Okay, I'm done. There you are! Oh, thank goodness. Just after you left, Lucinia asked me to go and catch up with you, in case you needed a hand. Someone must have let slip that I've a little experience in transporting barrels of ceruleum. I don't like the fact that we left Alfino alone with that sus girl. So this is the Tapper's Den. Well then, after you. I don't like that we left Alfino alone. Who are you? What happened to the guards? They're sleeping. Eorzean and rebels here to save the people of Garlemald. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why in the hells would you pass up this chance to put those imperial bastards to the sword? Let me guess, none of you are Garlean. You were brought here from other lands? Girabanya, Yansha, Bozja, Dalmasca, to name but a few. Some dragged here against our will, others fed bollocks about a better life, all put to work extracting ceruleum. All given the esteemed title of An, placing us firmly on the bottom rung of the ladder. But the old hierarchy means nothing to the new Garlemald, says we. About the only thing that's escaped more or less unscathed is Cerulia engines, still sustaining us, even with our paymasters out of the picture. We hear you are experts in drawing up ceruleum from the bottom of the lake. But how can you do that if it's frozen over? Ha! Wouldn't you like to know? Trade secret, I'm afraid. At any rate, it's not as if ceruleum is used for much these days. What with the city in ruins, we take enough to power our heaters and save the surplus for later. And though it helps stave off the cold, it does sod all about our hunger unless we can trade it away. Speaking of which, be sure to tell your contingent we've got ceruleum by the barrelful. If they're interested, we'll trade it for whatever provisions they're willing to spare. We can certainly ask. But if you're all free to go now, why carry on living here? Free to go? Go where? Even if we managed to get back to our homelands, there'd be nothing left for us thanks to the Empire, and the knowledge and skills we acquired working here would be practically useless outside of Garlemald. So we're staying for the time being. Long as there's a need for ceruleum, we'll find a way to get by, even if Garlemald as we knew it is gone for good. Gone for good? If you're wondering why we'd post guards outside, it's because we've had trouble with other refugees, and I don't mean the ones that Victor spoils. Some of them come bearing weapons. I won't take no for an answer. As for the 2 guards you met on the way in, I'll tell them that we've discussed, once they've recovered from the beating you gave them. Come to think of it, maybe we should ask your contingent to send some bandages and healing balm. Regardless of what the Ilsabard contingent does for the people of Garlemald, the Empire itself is already a thing of the past. For many, that would be a cause for celebration, while for others, their whole way of life will have been turned upside down. After all the atrocities committed in the Empire's name, perhaps it is for the best that it is consigned to history. But what of the ordinary people, their lives, their stories? Should they be forgotten too? I suppose there'll be plenty of time to ponder that later. For now, let's see about getting some ceruleum. So you've come seeking ceruleum, have you? Yep. Give me your stuff. What? Those purebloods up at Victor's spoils sent you? To turn to their enemies for help, they must be more desperate than I thought. Then again, Lucinia's got her little sister to think about. A sister? But we only saw Lucinia and 3 men. It's possible she died from whatever was ailing her. If she needed treatment, I doubt there'd be a way to get it around here.
Wait, her sister's dead? Is her sister an undead? Are there gonna be undead? Zombies?
I may have refused Lucinia at first, thinking she'd come back with something to exchange, but I can spare them a bottle's worth of ceruleum. Consider it a reward for introducing me to the rest of your contingent. Be sure to send them our way, you hear? I can't for the life of me think why Licinia would keep her sister a secret from us. Well, we can ask about that after we've delivered this ceruleum. Come on, let's hurry back. This isn't right. It's too quiet. I knew it! Where's Alfino? I would have thought Alfino would still be treating them by the fire, but they're nowhere to be seen. I'll look inside the house while you search outside. They can't have gone far.
Cannibals? Cannibals. I don't trust... is she planning to feed these men to... Guys, say hi to Rend. My support Lala. I like how I'm doing this in front of your face. You have nothing but the worst thoughts, Zor, who hurt you. I had a very rough childhood. Would that surprise you? Wait, what happened? Ugh, damn it! Damn it all! What happened?
They asked me to carry supplies, but when I followed them back here, they attacked me.
I knew it! We should have left him alone!
Caught me off guard, forced me to defend myself. I fear they fared rather worse than me. You can't fool us! We know what you're about!
Oh my gosh.
Vultures, that's what you are, waiting in the wings for us to show weakness, then you swoop!
We gave you... Oh my gosh. Here to help what rot I'll employ to make us lower our guard. Can I slap this guy? Can I? Please. Please. Can I take my foot and just smash him in the face?
Let you in. Put ourselves at your mercy. Put us in chains, steal our land, get your revenge.
Is this something you did, my dude? This sounds like something you did to people.
You're wrong. It's not what any of us want. Save the arguments for later. We've got bigger problems. I found empty medicine bottles and a bed that was still warm. It's true. Licinia was hiding her sick sister inside the house. But now there's no sign of either of them. Where are they? Where did they go? Away from you and yours, and if you think I'll tell you, you're a fool. I never give up my people.
This guy is dumb. I completely understand why he would have this mentality. Like, you've been fed lies about these savages who have come in to help you. So I completely understand. But, bruh.
We're trying to help them, you idiot. Her sister's ill. The empty bottle proves it. So the medicine ran out, or she put it in her pockets to make it easier to carry. Or to avoid the sound of clinking glass. There are beasts everywhere. How could you let them go alone?
To protect them from you! Beasts? Humans. That's true. I would choose beasts over humans. That's fair. People are scary.
You invade our homeland, taint it with the same sorcery used to slay our countrymen. A Garlean should sooner die than suffer the insult. Better for them to flee, keep their purity intact, than be corrupted by your vile magics. We were waiting for a chance to free them, since the moment you arrived.
How can you help? You can't help people who don't want to be helped.
This is getting us nowhere. I cannot say how Licinia and her sister will react when we find them, but find them we must. Go on without me, both of you. I need to tend to my injuries and theirs. We'll join you in the search after. All right, be careful. We'll do our best to find them quickly. There's only one path out of here, so that's where we'll start.
And then if the sister dies, she's gonna blame it on us, because then she wouldn't have left them.
Rob us of our lands, rob us of our pride. No, I won't allow it. This better to die free than live in servitude and shame. The girls would say the same. I will follow as soon as I can. After I've given them some basic treatment, I'll take the men inside the house and use a light sleeping enchantment to help them rest, and ensure they don't cause any more trouble. I'm sorry, but this is something I must do.
Alphino, you too kind. You too kind. I would have smacked them in the face. I'd slap them and be like, you listen to me! No, I'm just kidding. And then they would never listen to me.
2 sets of fresh footprints. Young women, judging by the size. This is definitely them. Come on. The trail stops at the frozen lake. Perhaps they chose this route so as not to leave footprints. I can't think of any other reason. Look at this place. It's crawling with beasts, and I can only imagine how hard it must be for her ailing sister to cross the ice. We could really do with Alfino's help. We can't afford to wait for him. Let's split up and look for clues.
If I were running away, where would I... Oh, fresh blood! Great. The blood staining the snow appears to be fresh. Judging by the amount, the victim may have been severely wounded. Boy, the trail of blood leads southeastward. Wherefore art thou? Over here. Oh, shiznits.
Well, fudge! Aw, man. Bruh. Man. The two bodies are already cold. Damn it! They could have survived this, man. They literally... I mean, I understand the fear. I understand the fear, but at the same time... Damn. Damn. The freaking radio, man! You can't, unfortunately, you can't save everyone. There are people like this, you know?
私たちは化け物よりも
That's what prejudice does.
すまない君を怖がらせた
Damn. It's not your fault, Alfino. It really isn't.
手を貸してくれるだろうか彼女たちを隠れ家へ連れて帰りたいんだ
And then they're gonna hate us more, because they're gonna think that we did this.
私たちが弔ってもいいの？
わからないでも
Oh, Alfino's
ここ
so
は風が冷
sweet.
たすぎるよ
Damn. They can't.
この装置については私も聞いたよバリステの声がここから聞こえることがあるとか
Beyond the
あり
grave.
得るはずがないけれど事実力ニアたちはこれを持ち出そうとしていた何か考えがあったのだと思う
So we're going to the radio station?
だから少しの間だけこれを貸してほしい
Aww. Garleans hate us because we F their... Well, this is true. But at the same time, it goes both ways, right? But these are just civilians. They don't know what's happening in another country or what the Empire did to the rest of the world or the surrounding nations. You know what I mean? I don't know about the Varys voice. That's kind of sus.
私たちが君たちにとって何であるのか決して忘れない
Yeah.
忘れないからこそ探し続けていきたいんだ
And in this case, this is like their whole city is falling apart. Everything is going to crap, and then you have foreigners coming in saying that they're going to help. So it's completely understandable.
君たちの大事な同胞や友達がこれから先雪原のただ中で凍えずに済む
Yeah,
方
we
法
have to
を
find common ground and a means to bridge and change the misunderstanding. There must have been something we could have done, but what? Should we have never come here? Would they still be alive if we hadn't? But if you don't do that, you won't be able to save a majority of the people. It sucks. Cause and effect. If only we'd had a chance to talk things over. But it's too late now. Too late by far.
I said, welcome to my world.